It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Nøgne and it's a bottle of the Source. It's an IPA coming in at 6.5% ABV, 30 IBUs, and it's a DDHRAWIPA. Let me try and get some of that out for you. A double dry hopped raw IPA. That's how I've come across it anyway. That's how I'm going to pronounce this beer today. There's the bottle cap. Not often you say bottle cap these days. Everything seems to be in cans. There we are. There's a look at the bottle cap. Let's get this beer out then into a glass, see what we get. I will say at this stage, the guys at Nøgne were very kind enough to... They always send me some beer, Nøgne. So they sent me this beer. But it is an honest, impartial review, as always. We tell it as it is. But look at that, eh? Look at that. One finger white head. Good levels of carbonation. Hazy as you like. Tropical looking IPA. Big fan of Nøgne. Always been a big fan of Nøgne. Another Norwegian brewery seem to have taken their limelight a little bit. I might make a whole separate video on that one day. The fact that Nøgne, when they sold out to the largest kind of lager producer in Norway, Hansa, that's the one, Hansa. Everybody made a big fuss about it, but actually the other brewery has some pretty big investors as well. And from speaking to the guys in Norway, I won't say who, but in Norway, it seems that Nøgne have taken all the flack for being kind of taken over when the other brewery, Lervig, have kind of similar style investors, and really they should be looked at in the same way as Nøgne if people are going to look at kind of bigger kind of breweries owning smaller breweries. I don't think it's a bigger brewery owning Lervig, but it's more kind of like big investment that's somehow tied to larger breweries. But anyway, this is not a political kind of, or not political, but not a, it's not a calling out video. I'm just having a little chat about how things are in the Norwegian brewing industry. Let's get the aroma. That smells really good. Really tropical, really punchy. I'm picking up a load of like soft oranges, soft tangerines and nectarines. Pineapple chunks. Loads of kind of pineapple chunk. Smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Wow, that is so tropical. That is ridiculously tropical. I don't speak any Norwegian. No way. No way. There is English on the back of this bottle. It's not often I jump on the back of the bottle as quickly as I have here. Ingredients: local water, malted barley, malted wheat, oats, hops and yeast. That is ridiculous ridiculous. I am tasting the sauce is a full foggy and raw IPA. In other words, this beer is not boiled during the brewing process. Large quantities of Nelson Sauvignon and Enigma hops provide a ripe fruity taste of citrus, mango, grapes and gooseberries. That is insane. Never have I come so close. I nearly just spat it out. This beer has, that's why I looked at the bottle. I thought Nøgne were cheating. I thought they added pineapple to the beer. There's so much pineapple taste in this beer, like real pineapple. But you read the back of the bottle and it seems to be no pineapple at all. Just hops, yeast, water and malt and oats. That is insane. If that's the case, I'll put that beer down there and say stone the crows. Stone the crows. What a fabulous kind of juicy beer this is. Wow. Wow. You might be wondering why I'm not in the kitchen today, and you might be hearing a full spin washer machine at full pelt, 1,000,000 miles an hour, just the other side of the wall there. Hence we're in the bar today. That is fantastic. That is a fantastic, fantastic beer. Look at the lacing. Look at the way you rock the beer back and forth. You get the carbonation chasing the head up the glass. Proper hazy, juicy. They're saying there's no bitterness on the back end, but there's an astringency that kind of just lingers and lingers. And I think that's just a case of they put so many hops in the beer. So it looks like they've missed the boiling process altogether. Let me rephrase that. It seems like they missed putting hops in the boiling process altogether. That's what I should have said. By doing that, they've taken away all of the bitterness. So when you boil hops, you're creating bitterness. It's almost like some people put milk in their tea first and it takes away some of the astringency. I do that. And then there's a lot of people who like just putting the tea bag in the cup, pouring the boiling water over the tea bag, and you get a much stronger flavour. That's because the water temperature is higher and it's drawing more flavour out of the tea bag. That's the best way I can explain this kind of situation. So rather than putting hops in the boil kettle to let them boil and get all that kind of astringent kind of bitterness out, it's all put in the fermenter where the flavours just slowly soak out of the hops into the beer, and it gives a much softer passion fruit, mango, grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange, pineapple flavours just bursting, kiwi fruit bursting on your palate. And that's what you're left with. That's what you're left with. And the brewers these days as well, they don't filter as much as they used to, so that means you're going to get a much hazier looking beer. I like that. I like that. That is one of the hoppiest beers I've ever had out of Norway. Easily one of the hoppiest beers I've ever had out of Norway. They've conditioned the water. You can feel the softness of the water. They've conditioned the water to go really well with this IPA. They've added a ton of hops to the beer. It's unfiltered. This is Nøgne for me. This is Nøgne O at their very best. Nøgne O at their very, very best. I'm gonna rate it. I like that enough to give it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!